Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again. And yes, we know that the schedule came out this week back on Wednesday. And yes, I wanted to kind of just think about it for a minute before I wanted to do a video on the schedule. I wanted to put together my thoughts, how I felt about it, um, looking at some of the matchups that we have, and things of that nature. First of all, I want to say, why do Cowboys seem like we don't get international games anymore? Is it something against the Cowboys that we don't get international games no more? I think the last time we had an international game was when Dez and Barry Church played for the team, when we used to go to London. But, now they're going to have games in Brazil and Spain and stuff like that. Why the Cowboys don't get to go to these games? It's interesting. But no matter how good or bad we are, we're going to have primetime games. And I feel like I have mixed emotions about this schedule because we were a third place team, but it seems like our schedule is a first place schedule. Because not only did we start off the season with the Eagles, which is a good thing, and I'll explain that in a minute, but we play the other team that played in the Super Bowl on Thanksgiving. So it's like, And then you got the Vikings in there and the Packers, because the Packers clearly whoop our asses, and we got to figure that out. But let's get into it. I feel like the first half of the schedule is okay. I feel like we can get a run, and if we play like we're supposed to, we can get a run in the first. But that back half is we got 4 Thursday games this year. 4. We normally only have 1, maybe 2, because we always get Thanksgiving, so we're going to get at least 1 every year. But 4 Thursday night games? There's going to be a lot of short weeks this year. And that back half of the schedule, players are already having ailments and hurting and feeling some type of way. Their bodies are already like, hey, when the season over? And then you talking about you got short weeks. Come on, NFL. Y'all got to do better than that with this schedule, man. Y'all tripping. Y'all clearly don't want to see the Cowboys succeed, do you? You want to make it hard. It's almost like, oh, Brian Schottenheimer's a coach. Welcome, new coach. Welcome to the... Well, I mean, he's been in the NFL, but you know what I mean. Welcome being a new coach, because this is your schedule. Bam. They literally, did not do the Cowboys any favors with the schedule. So let's get into it. All right, so preseason, it doesn't really matter. We got the Rams on the 9th of August, the Ravens on the 16th, and the Falcons on the 22nd. So basically the Rams, that's going to be an away game because we are already in Oxnard in training camp. And then we come home for Ravens and Falcons. Now, regular season. First game of the season, starting off on a Thursday night. First game, Thursday night, 8:20 p.m. against those at Lincoln Financial on September 4th, 8:20 p.m. on a Thursday. The season opener. No other team plays before us. We have to sit there and watch the Eagles unveil their Super Bowl banner on that said day. If that isn't firepower for you to go in there and whoop some tail, I don't know what else to tell you. You can say what you want about Dak, but he ain't afraid of no Eagles. And you look at the record against them, and that should tell you. We know how to play the Eagles. Now, I feel like playing them that early, there's no tape on this new coaching staff and what they're going to do. We got a lot of new players, so I kind of think we got the edge there. The Eagles are kind of the same. I know they got a different offensive coordinator, but outside of that, they lost a couple of people too, but they're pretty much the same. There's going to be some nuances that are going to be different when we play them, but I mean, they're a known opponent, so it's going to be an interesting game. So, nonetheless, but if the Cowboys go in there week 1 and beat the Eagles, that'll be a statement game. Week 2, another division rival. You play the Giants at home. First home game of the season, September 14th at 1 p.m. that next Sunday. Now, you almost have like an 8-day rest before you go play the Giants after game 1. You're going to get the stout defensive line of the Eagles' first game of the season, and then turn right back around and have to go against the young Abdul Carter and Thibodeau and Chauncey Golston now, because he's now with the Giants, and you're gonna have to go against their defensive front, which is the best part of their team in my opinion. Other than that, I ain't afraid of them, but other than their defensive line, I ain't worried about them too much, but I don't even know who their quarterback is. Is it gonna be Jackson Dart, or is it gonna be Russell Wilson? We'll see. But either way, our young rookie Tyler Booker, he says he's ready for Jalen Carter week 1. So we'll see. But yeah, he's going to have a test week 1, week 2 against division rivals. Welcome to the NFL, young boy. A young man. Easy man. Week 3 at the Bears. The Bears. September 21st, 4:25 p.m. Sunday. Now, I don't know what the Bears are going to be like this year, but I feel like we can get that game. I feel like that'll be a W. Now, second home game of the year, week 4, Packers at the Cowboys, September 28th. It's a night game, prime time, 8:20 p.m. Everybody gonna be watching, prime time. All right, look. I don't know if y'all know this. I'm sure if you're a diehard Cowboy fan, you should know this. But the Packers have never lost to AT&T Stadium. They won their Super Bowl at AT&T Stadium when Mike McCarthy was their coach. And then he gets to us and don't do a damn thing. I don't understand how that works, but whatever. You got embarrassed by the Packers in the playoffs. You have to get that taste out of your mouth. So when we play these Packers week 4, Cowboys better bring their A game. They better play like their hair is on fire. And give the Packers their first loss at AT&T Stadium. Because it's ridiculous that that's not their stadium, but they got a lot of wins there. And they've never lost to the Cowboys in that stadium. And it's the Cowboys Stadium. Ridiculous. That should make you feel some type of way as a fan. Hell, that should make the players feel some type of way, because if I was a player, I'd be like, oh, we have to be on our P's and Q's. We have to get out here and win this game. We have to beat the Packers, because there's no way they're going to keep having that hanging over our heads. No, sir. No, sir. We're not doing that. Then you got October 5th, that next Sunday at 1 p.m., you got an early game against the Jets. You're at the Jets. You're in New York. I feel like that's going to be a dub. I'm not really too worried about the Jets. They got Breece Hall and them and whatever, but I'm not really too concerned with them. Then you have another away game the next week against the Packers, which is another 1 o'clock game against the Panthers, October 12th, that next Sunday. Same thing. Panthers, they're a pretty up and down team. They got a pretty decent run game, but we'll see how they come out this year. Because everything's up in the air. We don't know what these teams are going to do right now. Then the next week, October 19th, 4:25 p.m., you're at home against the Commanders. The first time you play them this year. So Commanders are good now. I mean, we know that. Dan Quinn went over there, and shout out to him. He put together a good team. He took a lot of our old players, but you win how you win, right? And I think that's going to be a good game. We might split with the Commanders this year, or we could sweep them. Who knows? But Commanders, that it's going to be a good game. October 26th, 4:25 p.m. at the Broncos. Javonte Williams, if he's still on the team, he's going to be playing against his old team. So it's going to be redemption time. So he's going to be trying to be out there proving something. So I can see that being a big game for him. Then you're home November 3rd, 8:15 p.m. prime time on a Monday. Your first Monday game. Because we got 2 back-to-back Monday games. Why are you doing that? We got 2 back-to-back Monday games, 2 back-to-back Thursday games. So, you're at home with the Cardinals November 3rd, 8:15 p.m. on a Monday. Then that next week, you're at the Raiders November 17th, 8:15 that next Monday. So you're playing Monday to Monday. What in the world? Then you're back home against the Eagles for the second time. November 23rd. It's a home game, this one. 4:25 p.m. on Sunday. Then you got to turn around and play 4 days later for Thanksgiving against those Kansas City Chiefs. That's a 4:30 game. We always play at 4:30. That's gonna be interesting on November 27th. That Thanksgiving game is gonna be definitely interesting. All eyes on that game, and it's probably those ticket prices are gonna be ridiculous. I already know. Then December 4th, another primetime game, 8:15 p.m. Another Thursday. You go the next Thursday, and you travel to the Lions. Damn. And the Lions are good now. They're not basement dwellers anymore. So that could go, depending on where our team is at that point, talent-wise, that could go either way. December 14th, 8:20 p.m., finally a Sunday. You're at home against the Vikings. The Vikings are good, too. That's going to be a good game. Then you're home again against the Chargers, December 21st at 1 p.m. on a Sunday. And then, of course, you're at the Commanders on Christmas Day, which is a Thursday. And then the next week, Sunday, January 4th, you're playing against the Giants. And that's to be determined. So, yeah, that's the schedule, guys. And definitely let me know in the comment section what you think about the schedule. What is your record prediction? I think that with the added talent on this team, I still feel like the Cowboys can get at least 10 wins this year. But depending on how the Commanders play this year, how the Eagles are going to be doing, and definitely how the Giants are going to play. Now, we don't know if they improved or not. It's going to be the race of all races. Like, there's no NFC least right now. We're one of the top defense. We're one of the top divisions now. We're not the laughing stock of the league like we used to be as a whole, as a division as a whole. Like, our teams are getting better. And we're winning. I mean, shout out to the Eagles for winning the Super Bowl last year. I guess you could say they not only represented for themselves, but they represented for the whole division when it comes to getting respect. But I don't want to be put in the category with the Eagles. No, not at all. No. But, I've already given them their credit, so we're going to move on. All right. So, with that schedule being what it is, I like the changes that we made this offseason. I like what Brian Schottenheimer is bringing to the table as far as his philosophy and what he expects from his players and coaches. I love the addition of Connor Riley and Clayton Adams being the offensive coordinator. These guys are coming from the college ranks and stuff, so they are going to run the ball. We're going to be offensive line focused. We're going to be running back focused. Our wide receivers coach, he has some chemistry with some of the guys already that are on this team that recently came to the team, and I feel like that he's going to have some input and some positivity to bring to our young cast of wide receivers right now. Now, I know we still probably got holes at defensive tackle. I mean, I feel like you can still get a veteran for that. There might be a slight hole in cornerback, although I know they're trying to push Revel around, and maybe he can play Jordan Lewis's spot. Who knows? That's what they're trying to do, but we'll see. I just really think that they need to stay focused this year. It's all about the discipline, and don't get me wrong, I like what I see right now. This offseason, not even Jerry, Steven has been out there and talking to the players and being a little more normal, a little bit more human being-ish, if it makes sense to you. Shout out to Shotty. I mean, the respect that he has right now, you're not going to get those opportunities to be how can I say the embarrassment of being out in the field. Like, for instance, like last year where teams would come out and say, and players on other teams would say, yeah, we knew what they were going to do. They were kind of basic with the way that they ran their offense. That's how we got the picks and things. No. You know how dumb that makes you look? When players from other teams are like, I knew what they were going to do. Really? That's why I believe that all that crap is over with. Like, there's no more trying to bracket CeeDee Lamb and that's it. Because you got George Pickens now. A lot of people were talking bad about Tolbert. I think Tolbert is going to be a really good third or fourth receiver with what we have now, because he's going to get single coverage. And we know that Tolbert was doing work on number one cornerbacks. So if he can do work on number one cornerbacks, he definitely could do some works against the three or the second and the third ones. Come on now. So I feel like this offense is going to be a little nastier. We got more weapons. We hella faster with Jaden Blue and Pickens and Maffa. And, of course, Kavontae Turpin, too. Put him in there. Like, it's so many things that we can do in this offense. And I'm looking, like, from the outside in. Like, I'm salivating because I'm like, shit, if I was a coach, I know what plays I'm calling. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing. We want to be intentional on running the ball. That is a big thing that Shotty is alluding to this year. But he also said that we're just not going to run just to be running. We're not just going to run like we're going to run ourselves into the wall. We're not doing that crap. We are going to be intentional in the way that we play. The pass opens up the run. And the threat of you not being able to just bracket CeeDee Lamb because you got to worry about Pickens coming out there. Now you got to worry about Ferguson. So I don't know anybody on this offense outside of Dak that's more happier about these moves that we made, especially with the Pickens thing, more than our tight end Jake Ferguson, because it is going to impact him the most. He is going to be more productive. He's going to be a better player, and just pray to God that no injuries set in. But that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment box about the schedule. Let me know what you think about where this team is heading. Are you liking the changes that we've made? And trust me, it's been a hell of a lot of them. So, I say that to say, let's just keep the positivity going. Looking forward to week 1. Hell, looking forward to training camp because we still got to get through OTAs and training camp. Get through that. I just want to see these guys. I want to finally see Mingo do something because he never got a chance, the opportunity to play with Dak, and I'm looking forward to seeing that. So, like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comment box. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy YouTube Blue, always keeping it real. Peace out.